everybody, and welcome back to the Blu Ray Hunter. I'm the Blu Ray Hunter, Jonathan Moody, and we're here for a good freaking show. We're gonna be talking about my thoughts on yeah. So there's we're gonna talk about my thoughts on you know physical media fatigue, um, and how a lot of people are complaining about this, and I think it's a lot because the prices of Blu-rays and whatnot have gone astronomic astronomically high. But it's also, I think, due to the fact that there are so many videos of people you know, showcasing films that they've bought, like my pickup videos or mid-level media doing pickup videos or Serial Midnight doing pickup videos and people doing pickup videos or stuff that they get sent to them from the studios and whatnot. And I feel like a lot of times that that annoys people, because they want that stuff, you know. They are like, I want that. Like, how do I get that? And they have to pay a lot of money in order to get like Serial Midnight will do like a video where he shows all the Kino movies that came out that month. And there might be like 36 titles and he got that. And then somebody might be like looking at that going, "Oh my God, I want every single one of those titles, but I've got to spend like, thousands of dollars in order to get them." Well, no, I mean, you don't need them now, and my big thing is I don't think I'll ever have like physical media fatigue or whatever and collecting fatigue and whatnot. Just because I will never be uh I I buy when I can, what I can. I do go for the boutique labels and stuff a lot of times. And so yeah, I don't have to get the newest stuff. In fact, I really don't want the newest stuff sometimes. I mean, sometimes I will. If I have like a sale on Kino, I got a few of the newer titles. And Arrow, I just bought Inglorious Bastards. Spoiler alert for my Arrow video collection thing, but you probably saw it on my Instagram anyway already. Um, but that's the thing. Like for me, um. I'm one of those people who I love, love collecting. I will never stop collecting. There's never going to be a moment where I'm going to be like, yeah, I can't do this anymore. I probably should because I'm running out of rooms and stuff. I have to buy more, I have to buy more shelves and things. But aside from that, like. And even then, I'm just like, I don't have enough. I'm probably one of those people that do look at people's collections and be like, man, I want to get that many, but I don't want it like now. I think part of my collecting that's fun is the journey that I'm on. So me going around and, you know, um, what is it? So when I buy a movie, like the journey of going to the Goodwill and seeing, like I'll give you an example is I went to the Goodwill and I wasn't expecting many Blu-rays because a lot of times either the Blu-rays have already been picked out or there's just not that many. And the other day I came in there and there were like a lot, you know, and I picked up a lot, because they're only $1.50 a piece. So I was like, scrap this, scrap this, scrap this, and I grabbed it and went home. Um, I paid and then I went home. Um, but here's the thing. Like I enjoyed that part. I also enjoy the online thing of like buying on eBay. That is a lot of fun. I enjoy um I enjoy buying anywhere, eBay especially because, just supporting the people who are putting them up there and getting them. Sure, it's better to buy from the people, but like, this is why people do sales. Kino does sales and Barnes Noble has them and whatever. So, now to go with the whole physical media fatigue, hold on one second. I'm drinking out of my mug for Supernatural Assassins, which is my series I'm going to be doing eventually. Um, so my thing was the I've noticed a lot of collectors have been having issues and stuff in the community with people just, bad mouthing other people and things like that. And calling people out. And I think some of them do it with good intention, maybe. And some of them are doing it to be, sort of a jerk. There's a couple that I know, but I'm not gonna call. I don't call anybody out. I don't do that stuff. I don't like to be in that stuff in that whole realm. But as a person who sees it from the outside, because I'm not inside at all, I'm not one of those. I almost don't even want to be. I do this for fun because this is enjoyable for me. Still, if you want to follow and everything, I'm happy about that. Subscribe to my madness. But my thoughts on this community too, because like I guess I wanted to do two videos, but I felt this should be just one, just maybe longer one than usual. But you know, a lot of people are having fatigue, and then people are also they don't want they're just it's become sort of a bit toxic. And I'm not saying like those people are specifically toxic that are doing that stuff, whatever. But I'm just saying like there it doesn't need like somebody doesn't need to try to call people out. Doesn't need to do a whole video on that. Like that's just, to me that's childish. Um, people are just having fun doing their videos. If they want whatever they want to talk about, you don't have to watch it. You don't have to check it out. You don't have to like it. You don't have to do anything, you know? So if you don't like it, that's on you, you know. But I feel like a lot of people do call people out and oh man, I'll be next, you know what I mean? Like that's just it's just BS. And I get tired of it because, you know, I'm in the indie film industry and that's very toxic. There are people who are so two-faced and so nasty in this industry. And a lot of times I can't deal with them and stuff. And then the problem is they're going around telling people not to work with me, when I'm not doing the same thing for them, and whatnot. And so I really don't like this, that kind of attitude and that kind of behavior. And I feel like when people, do videos where they say, this person on their channel does this or this or that, like who cares? Why is this any of your business? You know, like what they do on their channel is their business. If other people start noticing it, that's on them too, but you don't like we don't need saviors, in this industry. We just need people, this community. It's not even an industry, it's a community. We don't need that. We're all supposed to be very supportive of each other. I used I used Heath of Serial Midnight, and I used Ken of Mid Level Media as an example. Those are two of my favorite channels that I go to. Films by Color, I go to him all the time. Cobweb's channel, I think he just hit up 50K. I mean, those guys are amazing. In fact, a friend of mine who's not even in this like, community necessarily, she saw the Cobwebs channel the other, and watched one of his videos. So like they're getting themselves out there, and I think it's wonderful. And I want everybody, everybody to continue to do this in peace and be happy. Um, but you know, people, there's people like Movies with Sue. I love her. There's a ton of these people who I love watching their channel, their videos. I don't want to hear people just, being mean and nasty for the sake of being mean and nasty. Um, I don't know. Maybe it's just the way I was raised and brought up. But, we don't need this. This becomes in a way, bullying. And I'm not trying to say like you are a bully, but I'm saying like it gets really nasty sometimes. And but then I almost feel like that's always going to happen anywhere. It happens in YouTube, it happens in the indie movie industry, it happens in Hollywood a lot, but uh a lot of people don't care. It happens in politics. I mean, it happens in a lot of these things. And I feel like it's just annoying to me. Like I just want to enjoy, you know, talking about the movies that I purchased and watched and reviewed and stuff like that. And I that's why a lot of times I just don't engage. Like I try not to get involved in any way, shape, or form. I try not to. There are times where I feel like especially if somebody's picking on somebody or something like that. And I just think sometimes it's just some of the comments are just rude. And I like, look, I get it. You can say whatever you want. It's a free country kind of thing, but the problem is where, you gotta choose your words a lot nicer. Just that's me personally. I don't like to be rude. If I ever come off rude, it's not intentioned to be rude. It's usually I just maybe I said it wrong, in the comments or something. But I don't ever mean to be rude to people. Um and if I have ever been rude to people, I'm sorry. Um like like I said, I don't mean to. Um you know unless I'll take that back. On Instagram, I might be rude if somebody's being nasty and ugly to somebody else. I might step in and say something. Not that I'm trying to be a savior. I'm just trying to be a friend and stick up for people that I care about, that I love, and stuff like that. And I just don't like people just being mean, for the sake of being mean. It's like, okay, you don't like this person, don't comment on their stuff, you know? Like how hard is that? I don't know. It gets to be a point where people just think because they have an Instagram or have a Facebook or whatever that they can say whatever they want, which is true, but I mean, try to at least do it with kindness, you know? I know we're all angry. There's a lot going on in this world right now to make a lot of people angry, but we don't have to bring that into the Blu-ray hunting community. I love this community more than anything. I think these, following everybody and watching their videos on YouTube has just been probably a highlight of my days. I watch more videos of people talking about the movies that they collected or their thoughts on this kind of stuff and things like that than I do, watching anything else on YouTube or even sometimes watching movies. I'd rather watch YouTube some days because I'm just so burn out that I was just like, YouTube, it just calms me down. So, anyway, with all that said, I know a lot of people have left this community too because of stuff. I just want to say, if you love doing what you love, just keep doing it. You know, um, I love you all. I'm very happy to um to be a part of it. Even the people that might be bullying right now, ish. Um, just know, like, you don't need to do that anymore. Do your own videos on other things, you know. Be a part of, not try to get people, you know, to tell people not to like check people's pages out and stuff like that. Like it's just, in a way they kind of help a lot of times like bring more awareness to that person. So in a way they're publicizing the person so it gets this free press. But in the same sense, it's just negative. And it's just not needed in this community. So I guess this whole video was my thoughts on physical media fatigue in the community. And so thank you guys for checking this out. I'll be back next month with a brand new, video where I'll be talking about my thoughts on something or other. I don't know what I'm gonna do next because that was the reason I stopped doing this is because I can't I started running out of ideas, you know. But no, we'll figure it out. All right. Anyway, talk to you later. Bye.